Good afternoon. 안녕하세요. You're listening to IMW Radio. It's me, Jackie, your host. We're here today to talk about summer in Korea, especially the exciting things to do in Korean summer holiday. A vacation that can bring you to different resorts, festivals, or even a place to get away from the hustle and bustle of the city. Today we will discuss more on activities that we love to pamper ourselves in this season. Nessie and I will discuss on a few things during summer vacation. Good afternoon, Nessie.
Hi, Jackie. Good afternoon, and thank you for having me here today. And I'd like to say hi to everyone listening out there.
Yes, thank you for coming, Nessie. I'm just curious about your summer escapade. What are you looking forward to this summer?
I'm really excited to see my family, this summer. Having beach time with them, especially the kids, would be a great thing for me. I also want to go fishing, maybe canoeing and motorcycle riding.
Oh, that sounds lovely, spending time with the little kiddos. Let me know, what was the best part of your summer vacation?
Wow, resort hopping with my family in 3 days.
Wow.
And pilgrimage in Lindugun Church with my husband was the best time for me. I was also able to visit and meet my relatives and friends.
Great. It's good to be home and eat Filipino food and chit-chat with loved ones. Well, I guess you've been to famous beach resorts in Cebu City. What other things you would like to do when you are on an overnight swimming?
I really like overnight swimming in the beach. It would be romantic to have a night with my husband. Mm-hmm. Maybe having a delicious dinner with him, making margaritas, watching fireworks, and all other good stuff.
So, where would it be?
Yeah, of course, in a 5-star beach hotel.
Wow. What kind of summer festival in South Korea where you really want to experience or visit?
I really want to experience the Mud Festival in Boryong. I hear that. I think this is a must-go festival next summer.
I think so. You have to go there. But if you're given a chance to make, like we're talking about food now, barbecue recipe, what would be your ingredients?
Maybe I'd like to try pork belly.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, pork liver, chicken, vegetables, and fruit slices in a stick. Weird, but I think this would be a delicious combination. And a fusion of Korean and Filipino barbecue sauce with the blended taste of dato puti vinegar, silver swan patis and calamansi juice, and perfect with kimchi.
Oh, that's a fusion of Korean Filipino food.
Right.
Okay, what about if you're going to make a tour itinerary, especially here in Iksan? What would be the places you want to include in your list?
Wait, I really don't have any idea where to go in Iksan. This is a small city, but
right.
I am interested to visit some historic places here, including some old churches of Christians and Buddhists.
So what would be your first priority in your list?
Maybe I can start in Miroksaje and Sangrum tombs.
Oh, okay. I agree with you. It's good to start with historical sites where we can feel the essence of Korean culture. And next is to visit religious places like, of course, Won Buddhism and Nabawi Catholic Church.
Yeah. I think that makes my vacation fantastic and meaningful.
Absolutely. It's a grand vacation of Nessie of 2015. Thanks again for coming and sharing your delightful stories of summer escapade in Cebu and Korea.
It's always a pleasure to be here, Jackie. Thank you for having me here.
Goodbye, Nessie.
Bye. I'll see you next time.
Yeah, see you then. Are you tired of Facebooking, texting, or sending email? Here's how. Do you need some help? It's IMW Radio, the name you can count on. Iksan Migrant Workers Radio Podcast is your access to be heard simultaneously by your friends, former colleagues, and relatives around the globe. It's pretty simple and interesting. Come and join. Jack here live on air at Iksan. Have a good day. This is about labor question and answer portion, or in short, we call this labor Q&A section. At this time, the issue which most migrant workers want to know, whatever explanation they want to hear from Iksan Labor House. Let's welcome Brother Cirilo. He's the President Director of Iksan Labor House, and he will answer all your inquiries regarding labor problems.
Hi, Jackie.
Hi, Director Cirilo. Can you say hello to all our listeners?
Hello, everyone. And also thank you, Jackie, for inviting me here in IMW Radio. I wish this program will be useful to all migrants workers.
Yes, we are also thankful of your presence today, Director. This is the first time of labor Q&A section. What particular case are you going to begin with?
Recently, many migrants workers asked me about re-entry system of EPS workers. How can they come back in Korea after they finish their contract and visa? So I will introduce about re-entry system of EPS worker.
Re-entry system for EPS worker. It sounds very interesting and beneficial to all migrant workers here. Now, we call this EPS worker for convenience. I knew they can stay and work for 4 years and 10 months. But the question is, can they work again in Korea?
Yeah, there are two ways for re-entry. First, we call it sincerity worker. And second is a special Korean test, CBT topic.
Director, let me just, can you explain more in details? Because it's not clear about what is sincerity worker all about.
Sure, sincerity worker is based on an employee whom didn't change the company during their contract 4 years, 10 months.
Does it mean that every EPS worker will be affected with this rule? I mean, is there any limitation or condition?
Of course, there are some conditions. First, sincerity worker can apply only in agriculture, fishery, and under 50 workers manufacturing company. It means all agriculture and fishery can apply this among EPS workers, but manufacturing EPS workers can apply only under 50 workers as a total worker in their company, including Korean and migrants.
It's an advantage for agriculture and fishery EPS workers. Then if someone wants to apply as a sincerity worker, how can he avail this system?
A sincerity worker can only apply to his employer because sincerity worker can only work the same company after they come back to Korea.
Still, they have no choice of other companies. Then when can they come back to Korea?
It's about 3 months later after their departure.
So how long can they stay in Korea?
It's the same as EPS workers. So you can imagine it's another contract period of an EPS worker for a maximum of 4 years and 10 months.
Oh, that's a good idea. I mean, okay, thank you, brother, for your clear explanation about re-entry system for EPS workers. Today, we've heard that there are two ways of re-entry system. First, we call it sincerity worker, and second is special Korean test CBT topic. Once again, thank you, Director Cirillo. Is there anything you would like to say to our listeners?
Yeah. If you want to know something more or you may ask me personally, please feel free to email me. My email address is iksanlabor@gmail.com. Thanks to all listeners.
Yes, to all our listeners, please don't hesitate to contact or email Director Cirillo in his Gmail. It's iksanlabor@gmail.com. Today, our labor Q&A topic is sincerity worker. Expect more, another topic for our next episode. Till next time, bye, brother.
Goodbye, Zeki, or all listeners. Thank you.
You're welcome, brother.
This is IMW Radio. You can listen at the podcast. This is made of Migrant for our fellow migrant to reach each other all around the globe. I am Roland and you are listening to IMW Radio.
Good afternoon, Roland. Welcome to IMW Radio. I know you do have a lot of messages from our fellow Filipinos working here in South Korea.
Yes, indeed. I do have some message from the Migrant Filipino Workers here in Iksan. Hi, good day to you guys and all of our listeners. I have a message to read who's sent to us by our fellow countrymen and workers here in Korea. His name is Bobby, and his letter for his loved ones in the Philippines named Lisa. Here is his message. Hello, honey. I hope you are always in good health. Even though we have our regular communication through Skype and Facebook, I decided to send you a message through the radio show to show the people how special you are to me. It's been 2 years. I miss you so much, honey. I will also remember the time when we were together. You always cook food for me. I miss all of that food. The sweetness that we've shared together. I'm not good when it comes to cooking, you know that. But it's not a big deal anyway. Because living alone in a foreign country, far from you, is the most difficult things that I have to face each and every single day. I'm not making this letter longer anyway. I just wanted to say I miss you, sweetie. Take good care of yourself always. And I'm so excited to come home and to be with you again. I love you, honey. Until we meet again. Bobby.
Oh my, it's very sad to listen to Bobby's message to Lisa. Roland, it's not easy to work abroad, I understand. Can you relate to what Bobby says to Lisa?
Yes, I do. I can say that working in South Korea is not easy, but I'm trying to concentrate with my work for my family's future, of course.
I totally agree with you. We always salute our dear migrants workers here in Korea. And please, don't hesitate to contact Roland for your messages for your loved ones in the Philippines.
Yes, and to all our listeners, our fellow Filipinos, please email me your birthday greetings to your loved ones, to a love letter, or anything that you would like to say to your friends, relatives, and or your families. Please send it to iksanlabor@gmail.com.
Yes, you heard it right. Please send your messages through iksanlabor@gmail.com.
Yes,
Thank
yes.
you, Roland. Goodbye for now and see you again next time.
Okay, goodbye, Jackie.
Bye. Thank you for all our listeners and thank you for our guest. Thank you for sharing your stories. Ladies and gentlemen, we must enjoy summer holiday. Don't forget to wear your sunblock and protective gear when you are in the beach or swimming pool. This is IMW Radio. Bye for now. Till next time.